So you have to tell us a little bit about your new show, Wired. Go ahead and fill us in. What's it about? What's the concept?
It's a cool new show. Originally 98 Degrees was supposed to be going back on tour this summer, and then we ended up not doing it. So I wanted to do something. Ever since I got to Las Vegas last May, I've been a big fan here. So, I wanted to do something. I'm a big fan of live music, R&B, pop music. So, I put together a band, and we're going to be performing at one of the station casinos, Green Valley Ranch, in a beautiful theater called the Ovation Theater. And great live music, R&B, pop, everything from Chris Brown and Rihanna stuff to our stuff, and my own stuff, and old school stuff like Belle Biv DeVoe and Montel, and it's just going to be great. I have a great female singer that's going to be with me. She's incredible. Her name's Tamara Walker. I have a great musical director. His name's Ken Logan. He's an amazing guy from the Midwest, from Chicago. And, each night we're going to feature some undiscovered talent, let them get up and sing a song or two. And, we've got some friends as far as celebrity guests, maybe just popping in to see the show or get up and sing with us as well.
Oh, very cool. Very exciting. I can't wait for all of this.
You going to come?
Definitely. And I like the whole concept, everything, the celebrity guests, and then, like you said, all the music. So it's exciting. Very cool.
I'm pretty excited about it. I'm still learning. I only have a week left, or a little over a week left, so I'm still learning some of the song. I'm trying to remember all the words, but hopefully we'll be all shored up by the time the show starts.
Right. Well, tell us, go ahead. Did you figure out a band name?
We didn't. I tweeted the other day, and we have a long list of tweets and suggestions, so I'm going to do the same thing today. And I think I had like 40 or 50 different names. We'll get a few more, and I'm sure we'll narrow it down and come up with something hopefully by the time the show starts.
Yes, I saw that on Twitter. What have people been sending in to you? What type of names?
Let me see. Band names. We have everything from Shock Therapy, Hot Wired, 309.817 degrees Kelvin, Sexy Band, 21st Century, Hotness on Stage, Barbed, S&M, 98.6. Boy, that's original. The Hot Fires, This, Bees, Killers, Wire. Isn't there a group called The Killers already?
Yes, there is.
Firefly, Relapse, Wirecut. It goes on and on. Sin City's Finest. I like that one a lot.
Oh.
So there are a few.
Yeah, that one, like you said, in Hot Wired was a good one too. I like those too.
Yeah, I like it. I like those too. We had some good suggestions. A couple not so good suggestions, but a couple good ones in there.
Yeah. Well, luckily you have like such a variety to choose from. You have like a whole list, so there you go.
Yeah, hopefully we can find something good out of that.
Right. And the show it starts June 29th?
Yeah, June 29th, 11 to 1, Fridays and Saturdays. Okay. Goes all the way through August 4th, and then, we might go a little longer maybe. We'll see.
Okay, awesome. And you got to tell us, go ahead and fill us in like on the Vegas lifestyle. How do you like living in Vegas? And
It's great. I live in Summerlin, so I'm about 20 minutes outside of the Strip. So I have a pretty normal family life. I have 5 kids. I have two stepkids and 3 kids. And all of them are here today. There are a couple of them going in and out. So it's like a zoo here. So I do all this music. I have my studio that I'm talking to you from is in the kitchen. It's right in the kitchen because I never planned on moving to Vegas. We just stayed here.
Right.
So, it's sort of a makeshift studio. So I'm with my kids during the day and hanging out with them on and off. And then at night I work, all night long on music, or I go host pool parties and clubs at the Strip. And then it's a very, very diverse lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? It's back and forth over here.
Yes, absolutely. And I was going to ask you, how old are the kids now? How old are they all?
It goes 13, 11, 10, 6, and 6 months. Almost 7 months now.
Oh, precious.
That's great. It's cool.
And you did the Chippendales for a while. Go ahead and tell us about that experience.
I did. I hosted and sang in the Chippendales. I didn't strip. There was one part of the show where, the cheesily ripped my shirt off and throw it to the crowd. But I don't dance like the Chippendales, and I certainly don't get down my skivvies like they do. But I had a great experience with those guys, incredible guys to work with. I went into it thinking it was going to be something, and it turned out to be something completely incredible for me, and got to do my own music in the show, and the girls were crazy in the audience. It was like a boy band, souped up adult version of a boy band and a boy band audience, so it was an incredible experience for me.
Wow, very neat. And then also for 98 Degrees, go ahead and tell us and sum up in one word, what was that overall experience like for you?
In one word?
Yep.
A dream. That's two words, but it was a dream. When I put the group together in my college, it was, I was hoping it would be one thing, and it turned out to be about 100 times better than I ever expected or wished for. So it was a really incredible experience.
Very cool. And then also tell us, do you keep in touch with the guys now?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I was just on the phone with them earlier. Seeing if we're going to end up doing this show or not, and so we keep in touch. We keep in touch.
And then also, do you think there's going to ever be like a reunion tour in the future? Like, would you like to see that happen, or do you think there's
absolutely.
a possibility?
I mean, of course I would. I mean, 98 Degrees was a big part of my life, and the group is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and I would love to get a chance to go back and get on the road with those guys, one last time and give something great to the fans.
Oh, absolutely. And do you have a favorite song of yours that anything?
Of 98 Degrees?
Yes.
Probably Invisible Man is one of my favorites. Is the one that's a little more obscure called Heaven's Missing an Angel, but we had a lot of good ones. So, I mean, it was a joy to be in that group. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Oh, I love I Do. I Do Cherish You. Oh, my goodness. That one's the best.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that one.
I'm glad you like that one. Yeah, that one's I just got back from Southeast Asia in February, and that was a universal wedding song. So, we were really fortunate to have that one on our repertoire.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a perfect wedding song. I'd like to hear it at an actual wedding, though, because I'm sure it would make me cry just hearing it. And then go ahead and tell us, you have a memorable moment that really stood out to you while being part of 98 Degrees?
I mean, there were many, but I think probably my favorite one was when we performed "True to Your Heart" with Stevie Wonder on the Tonight Show. Like that was an incredible moment for me. I mean, we were performing a song that we did with the legend Stevie Wonder for Disney, which is a legendary, a wonderful company, and on the Tonight Show, which is obviously a legendary show. So that was probably a big indicator that we were on our way to doing great things.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that one, I don't think you can top that. That's so good. And like you said, you have so many amazing moments. So good choice.
Yeah, I mean, we really had a good time. So. Yeah,
and you're working on a solo album yourself right now as well?
I am. I've been working on it for quite some time. I've got hundreds of songs that I've been working on. And, look, I'm getting excited to release maybe some of the stuff in the fall. For the first time in a long time, high energy, a lot of tempo stuff and club stuff, but we got the ballads and everything like that there too for everybody.
That's exciting. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I hope people like it. It's a little bit different than 98 Degrees. So
it is different. Okay, can't wait to hear that. And you think you'll release kind of like a little bit of samples along the way so we can hear anything like that?
Yeah, I've been releasing snippets here and there for a couple of years. I mean, I gave away an album for free a few years back, I think maybe 4 years ago. So I gave away the album to anybody that would sign up, put their email address into my website so I could have their information and blast them with all kinds of spam about my stuff. So anyway, I collected over 1 million emails. So I know that there's still a fan base out there for us, and they seem to really like the album. Once in a while, I'll tweet a little something, like you said, some snippets and things like that. And I hope that the fans really like the new material.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And you also, we hear of a book in the works. What are you writing?
Yeah, I've been working on a book for a long time, just about my experiences, my memoirs and whatnot. And you got to be very careful with a book like that. You don't want to give away too much information about too many people. So I haven't figured out whether it's going to be a nonfiction book or I'm going to tweak it a little bit and make it a fiction book. But I've been working on it for a while.
Okay, and do you have a release date for that or a roundabout date? Anything?
We don't, because I'm still in the process of writing. It's so long that it could be 3 books, you know what I mean? So they don't know whether they want to do it in installments or what they want to do with it.
You have a lot to say.
I have just a lot of crazy stuff that's happening that I think it make for interesting stories for people to read.
Yeah, I'd like to read it, so we're looking forward to that too. I can't wait. A lot of new projects for you. Good. And then also, go ahead and tell us about your Twitter, which is @JeffTimmons98. How do you like using it?
Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, I had a Twitter a couple of years ago, and I had close to 20,000, 30,000 people, and I had to take it down. And then I just put it up a little while ago, and I've got a few fans on there, and they're all very loyal, great folks. I love Twitter. I think it's incredible. It's a great way to reach your fans. I'm really big about interacting with the fans and my friends out there, and Twitter's been a great, useful tool for me. It's been amazing.
Oh, absolutely. Don't you love it for music distribution as well? It's perfect.
I think it's incredible in a lot of different ways. I mean, you can give people content. They can see what you're doing during the day through Twit music and the videos and all that stuff. So I think it's interesting. I mean, when 98 Degrees was at their pinnacle, we didn't have any of these things like Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter available to us.
I was just going to say that, how it compared to that. Absolutely, because I was like, back then.
Yeah, it compared to basically you had maybe a chat room. Most of the time it was just a message board where people would put a topic and people would respond. There was no tweet you to your phone, no video you could put to the fans. You know, and like I said, once in a while there'd be a chat room, but that was exclusive to really big companies like Disney and things like that. We didn't have a chat room back then, so it's all quite. I mean, that probably ages and dates me, but it's evolved quite a bit since then. And I really, I love the fact that you can reach so many people in so many different ways. I mean, exactly. I mean, that news of 98 Degrees doing that show is out there in a big way right now. So once it catches fire, it gets going pretty crazy.
Really crazy, my gosh. I know, and you know what's amazing? Like back then, to meet, like for example, you guys, you had to like win a meet and greet or win a contest. Now, even a tweet from you is nice. You know what I mean? Like now it's a whole different experience. A tweet, and that's it. You made the fans' day just by that.
Yeah, it's a great way to give back to the fans. I mean, you give them some unique attention. You know, you can stay in touch with them. You can find out what they like, what they don't like about the things you do, your show, your music, you know, all that stuff. So I love the fact that those resources are available to artists.
Exactly. So let's mention you have Twitter, Facebook, and a website.
Yes. The Facebook page is either Facebook.com/official Jeff Timmons or Jeff Timmons Official. I can't remember, but I have that page. There's a page for The Wired Show. There's also, you know, at Jeff Timmons 98 as well. So, you know, people can always get me on there, and, you know, I'm pretty good about getting back to everybody. So.
Sounds great. And do you have a favorite tweet that you've come across that someone sent you or that you've tweeted or?
I just think that, you know, I like when fans tell me about how the music's touched their lives. I get a lot of tweets about that and how, you know, helped them through their music. The music might have helped them through a hard time, or, you know, that it makes their day. I'm having a horrible day. Please tweet me or whatever, and I'll be like, cheer up, and then they're really happy about that. The very simple ones are the ones that I really enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're going to ask you also, how do you feel about boy bands out there trying to make their way, like One Direction and The Wanted? What do you
I think they're great. I'm excited about the fact that, you know, music has obviously always been cyclical. So that trend has come back around, and you have groups like One Direction, The Wanted. I mean, they have great songs, and, you know, I wish them all success in the world. I mean, if they get to experience the things I got to, I mean, they're going to be very blessed.
Yeah, it's so different though, like going back to the 90s, because it's like now they're coming back even more so, like everybody, you know, 98 Degrees, Backstreet Boys. So it's amazing, and I really like that fact as well, which is great, because, you know what I mean? So.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I mean, I'm very excited about all of the resurgences of the group. I'm friends with some of the new kids, and, you know, the Backstreet Boys have been doing well, and, you know, I think it's just follow suit that we get back together, and hopefully we can get together and do it.
Yes, absolutely. Sounds great. And we have just a couple get-to-know-you questions. So first off, go ahead and tell us something we may not know about you.
That I don't sleep. I don't really sleep. I'm a pretty hyper
You're wired,
guy.
right?
What's that?
You're wired.
Oh, I am wired. That's why, you know, they came up with that name for me, because people think that I'm jacked up on caffeine or I'm on drugs or something. No, I'm really just this hyper and full of energy. You know, I don't sleep very much. And, you know, I'm also a really big, as you know, with having 5 kids, I'm a very big family guy. I really, I love my family, and that's always first and foremost to me. You know, obviously I love music and my career, and you know, I write music and produce it and program it, all that stuff, but my family comes first. It's very important to me.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's nice to see that you're a down-to-earth guy as well with your family. That's so great.
I try to be.
That's great. And then also go ahead and tell us, do you have a favorite fast food restaurant?
Fast food? Well, that's tough. I think with regards to fast food, I probably would pick Taco Bell or Del Taco. I don't really eat too much fast food, so.
I was going to ask you, are you a healthy eater? Do you like to eat all healthy?
I'm on the Atkins diet primarily. Oh. So that's all low carb, no sugar, you know, that kind of stuff. So I've been on that for quite some time, a long time. Yeah, it actually works. I mean, it keeps you lean. A lot of people wouldn't, you know, that wouldn't think it's that healthy because it's a lot of meats and cheeses and eggs, but I've never had any problems with my health, and it's always been good for me, helping me stay lean and fit, hopefully, and all that stuff.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Awesome. And then go ahead and tell us, you have a prized possession or something you can't live without?
You know, look, I think my music in general I can't live without. My studio is my prized possession. It's my way to get, you know, creative and get my expressions and thoughts and feelings out. And you know, I would be pretty bummed if I couldn't get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, go lay something down on the keys or vocally. So I would say my studio.
Good one, good one. A lot of people say like their iPhones and stuff like that. Are you one like electronics to like electronics or?
I'm always on the phone, but I don't want to be. You know, I don't want to be on the phone all the time, but I'm always on it. You know, I like playing the Xbox and things like that, and like video games. But yeah, I would say my studio is my favorite.
Good one, good one. Well, thank you so much. And then, is there anything else we want to tell your fans? We pretty much covered
just come out and see us. I mean, June 29th, it's going to be a star-studded event. It's going to be packed in there, and the music's going to be great. The band is awesome. I'm lucky to be on stage with them, and I think once people come see the show, they're really gonna come back, and word of mouth is gonna be amazing.